Hi, I'm Katie Blakeborough for NSTV, and today I'm interviewing the two candidates for the education rep in this year's upcoming SU elections. Hello, I'm Katie Blakeborough for NSTV, and today I'm here with the two candidates for education officers in this year's upcoming SU elections. So this is Cassie and this is Declan. Okay, so I've just got a few questions. What are the two? I'll go Cassie first. Sure. What are two of the main policies in your manifesto that you'd like to implement this year?
So I'd say one of them is consistency, which kind of covers a huge range of things, but it's looking at how we can consistently use resources across the university, lecture capture being one of the big ones. This is the 5th year that it's on an education manifesto, and we're in really good stead because we've got lots of data already to put forward to the university. So implementing that, and also looking at how we feedback on exams and assessments. And then my second point would be engagement with the education network. I've had a lot of experience in the education network, and I know how vital and important it is as a structure in the student union. But at the minute, we have a bit of a problem on the SU website where there's a tab that says make change, but that to me doesn't show visibility to actually who we are and what we do. So I really want to update that. I want to put an infographic on the website that explains the roles and what the education network is and what it does.
So my two main points are revolving around, the first one is mental health. So as education officer, you get to talk to courses, you get to talk to your course reps. And so the main issue that seems to be occurring with mental health is actually the workload, and so the stress that's put on students, deadlines clashing, things like that. So you get to talk to them, you get to talk to the lecturers and iron out what the real issues are, rather than just adding in extra support or putting on extra sessions for counselling or group sessions. So that's the first point. The second point would be similar to Cassie with the education network, but I've been speaking to a lot of students on campus and they don't know their course rep or their education rep or their faculty rep. Faculty rep you can kind of excuse because it's a new position this year, but this year we voted for them just this week. Votings are still going on. And so they need to have better training, they need handover between the years, they need to be able to come into the job on day one and know exactly what they're doing and how they can represent their students.
Okay, lovely. And what previous experience would you say you both had that's going to aid you in the education rep role?
So I was a course rep in my second year, and when I was a course rep, we actually were the year that managed to change the restructuring of the second year of my American Studies side of my degree. So I have a lot of experience with that, with actual student feedback on the ground, going out and talking to students and engaging with staff. I'm the education rep for American and Canadian Studies this year, and I'm also the Faculty of Arts rep. So I've kind of gone through all of the stages of the education network. I'd say I have a wealth of knowledge of kind of how it works and the structure that's in place. One thing I'd say that kind of makes me stand out is that I've had a lot of connection with staff as well. So I've already started working on my manifesto points like extenuating circumstances. I've already brought that up with staff in meetings this year. I've worked on the lecture capture campaign with Beth Massey this year as well. So I've kind of had engagement with both staff and students. So I know the types of people that I'm going to be engaging with in this role already.
So my experience is more sort of on the varied side. I've been on a sports committee for 3 years and done president, secretary, treasurer. I've been a course rep for my 3rd and 4th years. So during that time, we've introduced new modules. We've looked at the ways, the structure, the pathways. So if you pick a certain module in 2nd year, you'll still get to do the 4th year module you want, because over 3 years, things can change, prerequisites come up. I've done societies training, so it's more that I can work well with almost any sort of person and I know how to get the best out of them, and that's a quality I think you need as an education officer.
And what made you want to apply for this role? Why is it so important to you?
For me, I've been really, really engaged with the student union, and it sounds so cheesy, but it genuinely has changed my experience at university. I've not just been part of the education network, I run the SU events team as well, so I've kind of had a dip in each part of the SU, and without my engagement, my university experience would be completely different, and I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much. And I've kind of, in my roles in the SU now, I've actually been able to experience that student voice can make change, and if we kind of work together as a unit, there are huge things that we can change about the university, and that kind of spurred me on to actually apply for the role.
So I was originally recommended for the role by my education rep. I got one of those emails from the SU. So I did some investigating into the issues that the education officer would tackle. And the more things that kept coming up, the more things I started thinking, I could do this, I could make this change. And there are people out there that aren't being listened to at the minute that seriously need someone on their side to say, look, these are issues that matter to us, and actually making this change. And I think as a science student, there's not many science faculty candidates this year, or in previous years for that matter. So it's about having that different approach, that more sort of structured and logical approach to things. So hopefully everything works out.
All right. Well, both, thank you very much. Thank you.